So Yoga Nidra is sometimes called yogic sleep. We don't go to sleep. We're not supposed to. We're going to take ourselves into a state between wakefulness and sleep. And in that state, we're going to visit our sankalpa. Our sankalpa is our statement of positive intent, or it's a very positive affirmation, or it's a theme for your life. So your sankalpa might be something like, to be the best me I can be, to be loved, to be liked, to be positive. So as we go into Yoga Nidra, and this is something that the yogis practice, is you take your awareness into a state between wakefulness and sleep. It's like that feeling you get when you've just woken up. You're keeping yourself there, not drifting off to sleep. And in that state, we can plant something deeply in our subconscious. We want to plant something positive. That's our sankalpa, a statement of positive intent. You can start with the sankalpa you've created for yourself, or you can wait until yours emerges out of you. And then we also release emotional stuff from, there's a layer, it's called samskara, which is where we hold all our emotional hurt. And so Yoga Nidra is very, very good for relaxing us. It's very, very good for getting us more attuned with why we're really here. It's really good for helping us feel more emotionally settled, letting go of the emotional stuff. Very relaxing. So you'll get mental benefits, emotional benefits, and physical benefits. So for Yoga Nidra, we do want to lie down. We don't want to go to sleep. We want to go into that state really close to sleep. If you do fall asleep, don't worry about it. If you think you might go to sleep, then a good strategy is to have one of your arms upwards. So you're going to be lying on the floor. It can be the floor, it can be a bed, but ideally the floor with a mat on, because you don't want it so comfortable you do go to sleep. You want to be very present as you do the practice. And if you think you're going to fall asleep, you have one arm like that, so that if you fall asleep, it falls and it wakes you up. Hi John, hi Julie, good to see you. All right, so you'll be organising yourself, thinking about where you're going to lie, ready for, we're going to do an 8-stage Yoga Nidra. So ideally just on a carpet. If you've got a carpet, that'll be fine. If it's more a hard floor, you might want a yoga mat. And if you've got a very flat sofa, that would work, or you could lie on the bed. Yeah, but you don't want to be too comfortable really. So it's best on the floor on a mat. But if the bed's all you've got, it'll do. So let's think about sankalpa. You may have had a sankalpa that's been given to you on a previous occasion. This is some kind of statement of positive intent for your whole life, not just for today, but for your whole life. It can be to be true to you. It can be to be brave, courageous, do what you need to. It can be to bring through your gifts. So have a think about what your statement of positive intent can be. So the word sankalpa, san means a connection with the highest truth, and kalpa means the rule to be followed above all other rules. So by definition, the sankalpa is the deepest meaning in our life, our highest truth, our overriding purpose for being here. Brendan Burchard's sankalpa is to live, love, matter. Your sankalpa might be to be me, to live my truth, to speak my truth, to love, to forgive. So the sankalpa becomes a statement you can call on to remind you of your true nature and to guide your choices. And we're going to plant that deeply within us as we do the Yoga Nidra. Okay, we're ready to go. So we get ready for the practice of Yoga Nidra by laying on our back. Morning, Georgie. We're going to get ready for the practice of Yoga Nidra by laying on your back in a position in yoga that's called Shavasana. Now, with Shavasana, you have your hands a little distance from the body. You don't want your palms or your fingers touching anything. And your legs are slightly apart as well, with your feet rolled outwards. Allowing your fingers to naturally curl. Legs are relaxed and a little way apart. Thighs and feet gently rolling outwards. Align the spine, checking for unconscious tensions within the body and gradually beginning to release them. So we're doing Yoga Nidra this morning. If you're just joining us, you want to lie down on your back, ideally on the floor on a yoga mat, but otherwise on a bed or a sofa. The position that we're in is Shavasana, so the arms a little distance from the body, hands and fingers not touching anything, fingers gently curled, legs not touching each other, legs relaxed, a little way apart, thighs and feet gently rolling outwards. Align the spine, checking for unconscious tensions within the body and gradually beginning to release them. Notice feet and toes. Allow them to relax. Relax the knees, the legs. Relax the hips and buttocks. Allow the belly to soften. Feel the chest expansive. Relax shoulders, arms and hands. Neck and throat relaxed, and facial muscles relaxing in a very natural way. Feel the whole body beginning to surrender, supported by the surface beneath. Begin to draw the awareness to the breath, and taking a deep breath, inhale presence. Exhale, letting go of past or future. Again, inhale, coming into the here and now. Exhale, letting go of any lingering duties, thoughts and emotions. This is your time to nurture yourself. Continue for a few more breaths like this. Now begin to feel the places where the body touches the floor with the most weight. Feeling the points that touch the floor with more connection. A line of contact between the body and the surface beneath. Experience sensations such as the clothes on the body. Notice where the clothing is heavier and where it's lighter. Be aware of the soft contact between the eyelids, the line between the lips. Feel air on the skin and the subtle movement of air in and out of the nostrils. Notice the temperature of the air and how it changes between the inhale and the exhale. And then begin to shift into awareness of sounds, hearing distant sounds. Don't analyze them, Be a witness to the sounds. Move from sound to sound in a fluid way, with the attitude of detachment. Continue to move through the sounds, picking up one, letting it go, picking up another, letting it go. In the same way, hear sounds within the practice space. Notice the sounds within the body, such as the breath, digestive sounds, heartbeat. Now release the sounds. Say to yourself that you will remain awake and aware for the practice of Yoga Nidra, and then move to your personal sankalpa, your statement of positive intent, and with full focus, feeling and intention, say your positive resolution now, knowing that as you do so, you're planting the seed. Release it for the time being, maintaining a soft attention to the guiding voice. The next stage of the practice involves mentally moving awareness around the body, systematically flowing from body part to body part, mentally repeating the name of each part and visualizing each part. Rest awareness slightly on each part and then move to the next. Begin with the right hand thumb. Right hand thumb. Index finger. Middle finger. Ring finger. Small finger. Palm of the hand. Back of the hand. Wrist. Lower arm. Elbow. Upper arm. Shoulder. Armpit, right side of the waist, hip, upper leg, knee, lower leg, ankle, top of the foot, base of the foot, right big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe. Experience the whole right side of the body, the whole right side. Move awareness now to the left hand thumb. Left hand thumb. Index finger. Middle finger. Ring finger. Small finger. Palm of the hand. Back of the hand. Wrist. Lower arm. Elbow, upper arm, shoulder, armpit, left side of the waist, hip, upper leg, knee, lower leg, ankle, top part of the foot, base of the foot, left big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe, the whole left side of the body, the whole left side, awake and aware for the practice of Yoga Nidra. Bring awareness now to the heels, calf muscles, back of the knees, back of the thighs, buttocks, lower back, middle back, upper back, back of the neck, the whole spine from the center of the head to the base of the spine, the whole spine, the whole spine, back of the head, top of the head, right side of the head, left side of the head, forehead, right temple, left temple, right eyebrow, left eyebrow, eyebrow center, right eye, left eye, right ear, left ear, right cheek, left cheek, right nostril, left nostril, the bridge of the nose, the tip of the nose, both nostrils together, upper lip, lower lip, teeth, tongue, palate, jawlines, chin, moving awareness now to the throat, right collarbone, left collarbone, right side of the chest, left side of the chest, the whole chest, the upper abdominal area, the lower abdominal area, the whole abdominal space, the whole pelvic space. Begin to be present now with the body parts, experiencing the whole of the back of the body, all the parts of the back of the body, one integrated experience, the back of the body, the front of the body, the whole front of the body, the whole front of the body, the right side of the body, the whole right side, the left side of the body, the whole left side, the entire body. Experience the whole body interwoven, interlinked, interconnected. Experience the whole body. Remain awake and aware for the practice of Yoga Nidra. Drawing awareness now to the ebb and flow of the natural breath. Begin to notice the subtle flow of the continuous breath without any alteration. There's no effort, simply witnessing the flow of the breath. Draw the awareness up to the nostrils and experience the feeling of the movement of the breath in and out of the nostrils. Continue to be an observer of the movement of the breath within the nostrils. Notice the temperature of the breath and whether the inhale and exhale remain the same temperature or if there's a difference. Awareness of the breath as it moves up through both nostrils, the air meeting at the eyebrow space as if moving up and down two sides of a triangle, the apex at the eyebrow center. Breathing into the eyebrow center and back out. Be aware of the breath moving, converging at the eyebrow space and releasing back down through the nostrils. Absolutely present. Continue with this awareness, drawing the subtle breath up through the nostrils to the eyebrow space and back down. If awareness wanders, bring it back to the breath. Be focused on each and every breath, observing the flow up and down the nostrils, creating a balance between mental and physical energies. And on the next breath out, surrender the experience of the breath and move to the creation of opposite experiences. Begin to create the following sensations with all the creative power, invoking a feeling of heaviness. Heaviness. Feel heaviness spreading through the limbs. Heaviness spreading through the trunk, the neck, the head. The whole body heavy, like rocks imprinting themselves on the earth. Heavy. Heavy. Release the sensation of heavy, creating the opposite experience, generating the sensation of light. Limbs light. trunk, light. Neck and head, light. The whole body is light. Light as cotton, light as a feather. The plane of contact dissolving because the body is so light. Surrender the experience of light, and now experience coolness. Cool, like a cool breeze. Whole body cool. And now surrender the sensation of cool and allow yourself to experience warm. Warm like a summer's day. Warm. Body warm, limbs warm. Warm. And now surrender the experience of warm and experience salty. A taste of salty, like a pinch of salt dissolving in the mouth. Embrace totally the experience of salty. Let go of the taste of salt and create the opposite experience, remembering sweet. Sweet like the juice of a sweet fruit, permeating the entire mouth. Experience the taste of sweet. Sweet through the whole mouth. And now relinquish the experience of sweet. Leaving the opposites, move now into the dark space in front of the eyebrows, imagining a transparent screen of infinite space. Look into the space and see or feel anything that manifests within as a witness. Roots of a tree reaching deep into the earth. Roots of a tree reaching deep into the earth. Two sets of footprints in the sand. Two sets of footprints in the sand. Dewdrops on a rose petal. Dewdrops on a rose petal. A valley shrouded in mist. A valley shrouded in mist. Church bells ringing. Church bells ringing. Evening shadows. Evening shadows. First light of the sunrise. First light of the sunrise. A steady candle flame. A steady candle flame. Trees dancing in the wind. Trees dancing in the wind. A full moon. A full moon. The sound of a flute echoing across a valley. The sound of a flute echoing across a valley. Observe any impressions that arise, and for some time be the witness, continuing to look into the dark, soft space in front of the eyebrows, and then release the space. Revisit your sankalpa or positive statement of intent with absolute feeling, faith and conviction. State it now 3 times. Having watered this seed of transformation, trust that it will manifest and return awareness to the subtle sounds of the breath, hearing sounds within your own body, noticing sounds within the immediate environment, noticing sounds in the wider world. allowing the sounds to gradually draw your awareness back into daily life. Begin to feel the experience of the breath in the nostrils. Subtle movements of the abdomen and chest, expanding and contracting with each breath. Notice other sensations like air on exposed parts of the body, the touch of the eyelids, the weight of clothes or blankets on the body touching the surface beneath it, feeling the points where the body touches the surface with more weight, noticing the line of contact between the body and the floor or the surface below. Remembering where you are, the position of your body, recalling any notable features of the room, remembering the time of day, the day of the week, and gradually bring movement back into the body, starting with the hands and the feet, and then expanding awareness into the legs and arms. Moving the body intuitively in any way which is comfortable for you, perhaps bringing the knees to the chest and rocking and rolling gently, or lying on your side in the recovery position, reawakening the body to the external environment. And when you're ready, draw yourself up into a seated, comfortable position that's still and stable. Deepening the breath, expanding fully into the lungs. And as you release, be aware of the effects of the practice, noticing differences in the body, differences in mind, and your energy level. Affirm to yourself that your practice of Yoga Nidra is now complete and that you're ready to re-enter into your daily activities. Bring this new presence and relaxation with you into your day.